So what's going up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to review Pointman Comics issue 3, Galaxy into the Chaos Zone. By no other than written by Kassidy Blond, interior art by Pedro Morel, and colors by Raven Monroe, with a cover by Vince Rodriguez. And I gotta tell you, this cover alone is a huge improvement over the rest. Because my only criticism of the previous books, aside from one story being hit or miss, this one also being sort out like hit or miss, because there was another one that distracted me a bit. But you have some really good supernatural in it, like the one where the guy shoots the sheriff, but not the deputy. And as you see from the cover, beautiful. You see an explosion, probably presumably Guerrilla Galaxy. Blue Bedlam pointed with his gun at the reader, so you know shit's about to get real. It's an rape punk comic, about 48 pages long, so there's not reading material in it. And of all the books that I read, this one is by Pointman. The third one is it blew the rest of the stories out of the water. So there are two interesting plot twists in it. Cliffhangers that I don't know if there's a difference between two. Probably two plot twists that I didn't see coming. So we're going in first. Have some interior art. See then the writer, letter, Kassidy Blond, Pedro Morel art, Raven Monroe colors, Vince Rodriguez cover art, and Bill Blond editor. And a nice letter dedication to little copyright notice and dedicated to the father, William D. Blond. I'm pretty sure he's extremely proud of you, all of you guys. So we're going straight into the action at the Rico Fire Station. It's currently using Guerrilla Galaxy as the main power source and minutes away from extinguishing all the stars in the universe. So what happens here is this is a dream sequence with Blue Bedlam and who has to face his archnemesis, Obsidian Rex. Obsidian Rex is you can find out later, but he is an incredible jackass. I know how. He's a character that you love to hate. I hate him I love him as a villain. As a character, I would punch him in the face. But in person, I would punch him in the face for real. So Cliff is this guy over here is named Cliff. He tries to stop Obsidian Rex from dooming the entire universe. And basically is the sole purpose of Obsidian Rex is collecting the energy from all the stars in the galaxy to become he wants to extinguish all the stars in the galaxy and create basically start from there in his own image. So Clive is trying to stop him, but and it took him years to plan this vital resource into his machine, and the power source. The only way to stop the machine is destroy the power source, Guerrilla Galaxy. So the Blue Bedlam is this kind of a dream sequence, a flashback scene where Blue Bedlam has a choice, or he has to destroy the universe as we know it, or he's going to destroy Guerrilla Galaxy. But there's a little plot twist in it because there's something interesting going on. And Blue Bedlam, the captain, decides to blow up Guerrilla Galaxy, and it's not your choice to make indeed. And he pushes the button, and presumably, double spread. I love it. All life goes out in the galaxy, and we're back to present day. Where Blue Bedlam is reflecting upon these same memories as he sleeps on the same nightmare. And as they're on the hunt to find Obsidian Rex into the Chaos Zone. So Blue Bedlam presumably thinks that his family is basically gone. So he thinks that his family is gone. Yes, apparently he has a wife. Yeah, apparently has a photo of it. He thinks that they're gone, but we're gonna find out something interesting. The Flying Panda is the name of the spaceship of his crew and of where's crew and this little lady over here, radiant red. In it and and she tries to put her jetpack on, but not backwards like she did in issue 1. And now it's time for her to meet the crew. And what happens there is probably some space. Sorry, in my mouth. Don't know where that came from. There's a crew in it, and space pirate who are jumping through the wall. And there are two other people of the crew. One this is those who have a love-hate relationship. This is a Hmong, and this is Agwishin. And as you might see, the Agwishin has some nice a nice pair up there. So those two are in a love-hate relationship. So they're trying to beat the space pirates, and so you see a rabbit, like I call the rabbit nurse, and her name is the medical assistant. Her name is Gloria Grimm, and these two, Angushin, and like she said, the Angushin has a short temper, and the short temper is Vanessa Viperella, nice name by the way, and she's kind of what you call it, bitch, but they try to kill each other. So she says she's on board to prove that Angushin could work alongside the Hmong warrior, and he's a big guy. But the point is, they try to. She's surprised that they didn't kill each other yet, but I'm not, because there's a love-hate relationship in it. And there's Dr. Blood. If miss a chance to utilize a medical procedure, etc. So and when this kind of he wants to take her with him to his lab for medical for medical exam. Gloria, of course, she goes with him and bounces up a bit. They go fighting like an old married couple. And then a misship is detected. So they're basically facing the pirate ship now. And the name of her of the Angushin. Let's see what the name is. I see. Vanessa Viperella tries to tells her that Blue Bedlam has died when the escape pod was shot, but ship. And here here's a pirate. He has been turned into space dust. presumably, but as you might see here, one of the henchmen has sent him an urgent note, and the urgent note is a knockout smash, and he can't read. So yeah, Blue Bedlam, is alive and well. He does his own thing, beats up the crew, etc. Yeah, it's not that easy, indeed. And she, of course, was worried as hell about him. She's mad at him, of course. But don't worry, nah, he'll be fine. And according to the people's traditions of those space pirates, accustomed to his people, he has to wear his beard, according to people's traditions. And Ringred doesn't like it. Bust the beard off or we will remove it by force. The choice is yours, Captain Bedlam. She doesn't like him with beards, even though he has one. She doesn't like the grey beard. Yeah. A little information about the Kale Zone. It was created as the most considered the most peaceful place in the universe for the residents that lived there. It was created thanks to constant defeat of villains across the universe, and mad scientists dropping things like field experiments in it. Interesting terrain. Yeah, they need to. The only thing is, the survival is slim because they need to break through the radiation levels over there. And what happens next is, the shields are down. Vibrella is responding. And they have to beat up some rock lobsters or space lobsters. Yeah, you can see that they do. They love and hate each other, and this Blue Bedlam's plant. He has a pineapple on his head. Let's continue the mission, etc. And they have to there's a weak point in the radiation field, so they have to push power orbs to maximum and thrust in, and they fly through. Whoa, scary. Reminds me of Skeleton King or something. From Super Road, Monkey Team, Hyperforce Go. There was a kind of living plant in there. It kind of looked like this. And Blue Bedlam is back to normal. They're flying through it. There's another character here. This is Una. It's kind of a unicorn space girl or something. And it turned out to be okay after that little back and forth. And here's Vibrella and Morg doing. Of course, they're trying to cut each other's throat, but a few minutes later they probably make out and have a nice Chewbacca kind of half Morg half Angustian baby after some rough housing. So but this is a family friendly book, so I could go further into the details, but we won't. And the first planet in the Chaos Zone was Stat 44, and they dropped this. Basically they drop on every robot or scrap that was that was dropped over there. It lost also for robot. Every robot was destroyed, and the robots finally came back to their senses, and they had to get away. And the 30th planet they had to visit before getting to where their final destination was Midas Zero. And Midas Zero was this kind of a running gag here. It turns out to be a haven for the universe's stupidest mad scientists to continue failing at making the worst devices. Yeah. There was one floating camera orbit according to the last event when, one scientist, Dr. Goldtouch, created a machine that would turn everything into gold. And the dumbass forgot to turn it off. So now the whole planet has been, basically every life form has died on the planet. Every advanced life form has died on the planet and will soon be reclaimed by the vegetation. And there was 112 planet that we visited, the Fatal Hope 90. And this was a planet that had one inhabitant, and it was insane. An insane god that wanted to play his games. And Radiant Red didn't know what she was doing. Captain Bedlam had other plans. And it's hopeless. And they're flying through the chaos zone, and they still can't find the archnemesis Obsidian Rex. Yeah. The planet, also the planet of breeding ducks. Don't know how that got in there. And the blue world of the shark mermaids. Ooh, yeah. I want to see shark mermaids. I want to see how that looks like. And there's a planet where Obsidian hostess were nice and welcoming till they tried to kill them with poisoned desserts. So they had to go to avoid some hell. And this is where there's a little note in there, or an arrow, and that is what's that? Hope of finding Obsidian Rex, and this is the planet final core, and the energy signature on each planet that they visited, basically sent the energy signature until it stopped over there. So and it might be a trap, but they're ending up on planet final core. In some kind of robotic spacesuit. And the place looks kind of empty, but until they find some kind of castle. And here's and this castle is a mystical castle from Captain Red's Adventures of the Skull Castle. It could be another comic, but or something else. And Radiant Red has the idea to maybe shoot carefully, but Blue Bedlam is like fire at will. And they blow a hole in it. And says, "Is blow?" And she tells me, "Are they insane?" Yeah, of course, it's insane. And and Gushin is like, calm down. Alert, shoot to kill, and of course the alarm goes off. And they're attacked by all kinds of small robot drones. Captain Red has appeared. He's fought with hundreds. The mad scientist, what happened here is this was basically the castle of a mad scientist that it's also one of the biggest playable in the universe. So it's quite possible that Radiant Red is one of his offsprings. And she's like, then she blows them all to Kingdom Come, and she takes it a little too serious. And Blue Bedlam has to calm her down. What happens next is they come across a robotic lady. And of course, the Angushian and the Morg are kind of, And he took a laser blast for her, so they secretly love each other. Gonna make him a Chewbacca-like baby later. So next, this robot lady. Just give him to most right. She goes, yeah. And yeah, basically they that shot her robot breathing, so her offsprings. Yeah, she asked about them, the police for space enforcement guards her police force. But yeah, in a manner of speaking it is, but yeah. And they would like to report a crime that took place a few months ago where a criminal took his mistress at gunpoint. So please help me. So please help her. And yeah. And yeah, Rainy Red doesn't have time for this. What's the name of the guy? And the guy is, of course, Obsidian Rex. And yeah, she's got a visual, and Blue Bedlam blows it up with a bazooka, and there it is. They enter into some sort of trap where they get shocked. Say, it's from its own planet. It's interesting. Yeah, condemn myself to hell, and they get shocked, and they end up in a jail with a mad scientist. And that scientist is his name. It's the most mistress killer Scourge of the universe. So Scourge over here. He Grace is his middle name. He's stuck in there because he wanted to create Obsidian Rex basically wanted him to create a doomsday machine that needed to be configured for a single supernova compact orb as the power source. Yeah, force him to work with him. That's nice. And yeah, he tells, and Obsidian Rex, who's obviously here, tells him that he's the one responsible for it. Yeah, the mad scientist, and yeah. And here's the first plot twist. Took me 22, almost 23 minutes, I know. But in this orb is Gorilla Galaxy. But yeah, of course I thought it was destroyed, but Obsidian Rex, being the evil boss that he is, the explosion wasn't real. It was actually a camouflage for that was taking Gorilla Galaxy, Blue Bedlam's homeworld, etc., into a portable power source for his reality engine, and he was able to escape with it. And yeah, with the life force of the inhabitants, he's powering up the reality data distortion. Reality data is reality in Spanish. Distortion machine. Mr. Skill helped to finish construction, and he thought it out with a bang, but what he's doing, that's quite cruel, and that's why I love him as a villain. He's he had cooked out pretty well. Best person I would punch him in the face. He lets the inhabitants struggle in vain to prevent the inevitable solar heat death of the entire galaxy. But he basically lets them go out with a whimper, and basically using him as the energy source, and the suffering as the energy source, as clean energy. It's pretty genius. They're still alive in there. They're still alive, and most would see it as inhumane to use them as a power source with all those lives in there. But he wants to suckle every teeth at the teeth of every star of Gorilla Galaxy, and there's nothing stopping him. He is this is why I love Obsidian Rex as a villain. He's quite cruel, but he has cooked everything out. And he can, this is quite genius. If I had nipples, I don't think they could contain my excitement. They would probably lactate. And I've watched way too much. You know what? Yeah, they're stuck in jail. And the great scientist has to tell them something. And yeah, Obsidian Rex turns on the machine. And he thinks he can accomplish his final goal by erasing this universe and creating a new one. Basically becoming a god himself, but Blue Bedlam doesn't believe him, and he says, "You're under arrest." And how did he asks him how did he escape? Well, the crazy scientist here has actually bolted a female robot. And yeah, if he should have cut his hands off in the first place. And Captain Bedlam is ready to shoot him, but Obsidian Rex tells him that basically gives him the same choice like he did before, the universe or real galaxy. And yeah, he tells him that if he has the balls to do it, it will probably be too late. But Blue Bedlam basically shoots again, to the surprise of Obsidian Rex, and blows it to bits. And Rain Red wakes up in a hospital bed, with the doctor, Dr. Blood. And she asks him where Bedlam is. He has some serious injuries and is on his deathbed. And of course, because she loves him, she runs at it, but it turns out the doctor has a sense of humor. Why mess with patients, Dr. Blood? That's good for the circulation. Oof, I agree. So so the monk and the other one, like expected, they have a love-hate relationship. Well, you guys hate each other, even though we hate each other to death, doesn't mean we aren't madly in love with each other. So they're gonna make a baby they're gonna make a baby once this is over. No questions asked. And Blue Bedlam takes him here, stands in the opening, and she's head over heels, glad that he's alive. And they come to another plan to find the Obsidian Rex, Bubble Spike. And what's left of him. So basically what happened is Obsidian Rex is now caught in a vat, kept alive in there. And he tells me he turned him into killer for real this time, but Blue Bedlam stands there still. And what he holds in his hand, and that's the best part, is the Gorilla Galaxy Orb. And the mad scientist called Mistress Killer, that the orb he had wasn't, that Obsidian Rex had, was not the real one, and he switched it. By this, he basically switched the orbs, and he found he gave Bedlam the real one. So he gives him a little speech and tells him goodbye, and Obsidian Rex is pissed as hell. And then he comes here by it looks like his father, of the idea. That's going to be great for the election. It's good that you're focused on your problem instead of actually focused on the safety of the people of Gorilla City. Now, if you excuse me, father, I'll take my leave of the day and come along, Red. And they're going on a dinner date. But he's still, trying to reflect on it. He looks kind of sad, but it doesn't really matter. What do you mean? Since it was only Obsidian Rex reply, but Obsidian Rex lies may have been revealed, but the truth that where he's kind of destroyed his people, that still remains in him and still eats at him. This opens eyes to the world. Yeah. Especially reflecting on it. And yeah. The choice that he had to make that day still staying with him for the rest of his life. He's just living in their hell he made. A private one, but this time he has Rain Red to help him out. And yeah, is that the story ends. But here we go to the interesting part, to the epilogue, where on the world of Goliath, where in the captured galaxy, the artificial sun sets on the land of Zeta-4, home of the Mouth of Morbius magic order. And born goes between the Mouth of Morbius magic order and the Scarlet Angels of Hawardia. And here's the General Spectre. And he's ready to strike. To start sacrificing more captured Hawardians to the Mouth of Morbius, probably his god. And here stands his lady friend, the High Priestess, Fantara. And yeah, I'm in urgent need for attention. I can't wait for it any longer. In other words, she's in heat. And she needs that kind of hint, wink, wink, piece of the action. And because if she doesn't get what she wants, she turns everybody into soul pillars, using her magic. And yeah, she turns entire legion into soul pillars. And it's his task to give him, yeah. He tells her that she must learn patience, and yeah, the whole decision of Morbius to catch so they can recover our wounded and dying with their magic. And yeah, and what is that that's so important? She takes her clothes off, or at least her robe, with the panther hide. Pantara. Yeah. She's female at least. It could be a trap. No, she's female. And yeah. And do I have your attention? Good. Let's get started right on that war table you have. So, like I said, there's a ton of innuendos. Man, those guys are in a hurry. Did you hear that sounds like howling dog in heat with? Exactly. Facts. Okay, I'm just want to finish my making the rounds and go home. And what turns out to here, it's kind of an interesting. Her name is Beacon, and this is the daughter of Blue Bedlam, and this over here is his son. So his family is still alive, at least his children, and the mother, yeah, except the mother is no more. She doesn't believe he's dead, but yeah, he believes he is, and he can't blame his father for what happened. And he tells me, yeah, to kill his bastard in front of him. Of all of them. And yeah, he tells that he didn't mean it, but yeah, his son, I don't know the exact name of the guy, he did mean those words, and that Josephine is gone, yeah, Josephine them to the Mouth of Morbius for Pantara, for Spectre, and even for himself. And he blames his father for what he become, a ruthless killer. And what happens next? He did it to protect his sister. What happens next? He blows and cracks the gravestone, or yeah, of his father. If he has to kill him, then he'll be glad to go to hell. But yeah, this is where it ends. If he succeeds, we don't know. That's for another part. And this is probably better than this one I'm already walking in. And this the story ends. Like I said, I like this one a lot from the cover alone. It's a huge improvement over the first two. And yeah, there's some interesting plot twists in here, like especially on this page where let's go to right page. Especially on the planet of Final Gore, where Blue Bedlam figures out that thanks to Obsidian Rex that on this page that Gorilla Galaxy was in this kind of galaxy orb. It was a decoy. That's pretty genius. Really done. The things that I like, the things that it's pretty interesting. Also, the epilogue has some really nice plot twists with his family, with at least with the exception of his wife alive. There's the things that were kind of not necessarily unnecessary, but done with less dialogue. This part here when he's in prison, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of dialogue going on, but it's one of the things that maybe less words is more, but it gets a message across. So I understand why. But still, someone who's more used to 25 words per panel, this is kind of a lot of text. Whoa. But then we go to the good parts. Of course, Obsidian Rex is a genius villain, and he eventually gets what he deserves. But his plan was close to genius, and he ends in a vat after the galaxies are shifted, or at least changed. He switched the galaxies, which caused him to come stuck in with a head in a vat. So who knows how he comes back. And of course here's his father. I think this page, it was really necessary. I don't know. I know this part of his father was necessary, but apparently he's a politician. But his father, the part of his father is one page that kind of belongs in there, but kind of, he could have done without. Come on, let's go for the. He could have done this part. He could have left with this panel. Let's come on, I'll take you for dinner, and that's it. But on the other hand, it gets the point across. It doesn't bother me that much. It still fits within the story. So Pantara is like a cat in heat. That's the only way how you could describe her. But she's for a species not unattractive. And I don't know if there's going to be a revenge story with Blue Bedlam's son, but overall, this is what I was talking about. This is a really good The third issue of Pointman Comics is the best one, and cover art is 8 out of 10. Story is also 8 out of 10. Character development, same thing. So overall, I score Pointman Comics issue number 3, Into the Chaos Zone, and because it's a huge improvement over the first 2 issues. There was also some short stories in it to fill in the pages. But this is what I'm talking about. The cover reveals enough about what's inside the book, the setting, etc., and the exploding galaxy in the background. Blue Bedlam ready for business, just like I wanted in the first 2 issues. But I'm kind of glad that they revealed it here. And props to the art by Pedro Moreo, and the colors by Raven Monroe, Vince Rodriguez, Bill Blond, and of course the writer Kassidy Blond, whoever he or she is. And once again, congratulations to William D. Blond to give birth to this wonderful creator and to the story. With that, I scored 80 out of 100. Definitely pick this one up. Yeah, and like I said, it's a huge improvement over the rest of the other 2 issues. There was an interesting supernatural in it. But this one is a superior one. So pick it up on Indie Planet. I'll post a link down in the description. And if you like me to, that's it. If you like me to see make more videos of this, you can leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and I still have this bookmark with porcelain from Genuine Comics. But if you'd like me to see make more videos like this, you can leave a like, subscribe if you want to. I'll also post a link to the 3 issues down in my comments. And if you'd like to see what I created, Gerald Warrior issue 1, Death of the Family, is now available as a vertical scrolling webcomic on the geraldwarrior.com and on Global Comics. Both are bilingual. You can pick on Global Comics. You can pick whatever format you want and read it however you want on PC and mobile devices. And if you like, you think, hey, this guy's good, you can go to Gumroad and pick yourself a digital edition in both Spanish and English. With a print-ready PDF and a CBR file for just €2. And I'm also like you've seen on Various Enhanced's Twitter page, he was kind of busy, but he got his physical copy of Gerald Warrior issue 1, and wow, I can't thank him enough. So if the interview goes through, and I know it will, I will certainly print more. The physical copies, they will be printed more. Certainly, I will print around, 10 over here in the test run. Around 200, 100, 150, 200. That's my max. And certainly when the Colin Rijswijk, I also need some things. Probably get a bookmark as well. Once you get a bookmark like this from Cyberfrog or something in a similar style, but maybe I can make a deal with Nev about it. So to make it a success, to make Gerald Warrior a success, issue 2 is now currently in the works. That's why I need you. And once again, congratulations to Kassidy Blond. My name is Spoorhacker. Hasta la próxima. Like I said, this is what I wanted to see from the first issue. Thank you. This is a beautiful cover. And 8 out of 10 is deserved. Hasta la próxima.